What pisses me off?
I'm getting so sick of people always getting defensive over some words.
What pisses me off?
It's like every time I drop a F-bomb, somebody's got to complain about it.
What pisses me off?
They're just words, they're not weapons. You know what? Fuck. You know what has pissed me off since I was first conceived in my mother's womb? It's people's harsh reactions and misinterpretations of words. Some people believe that vulgarity, obscenity, profanity, and swearing are not only blasphemous, but are a sign that the person using such words is uneducated or just doesn't have a large vocabulary. But as shows like South Park have demonstrated, using coarse language can not only help tell the story, but can also represent an expression like no other word can.
It's said in my book that the word shit started the exact same time as something called the Black Death.
So why do people always want to belittle others who want to scream fuck at the top of their lungs? Isn't it even worse to immediately label somebody an uneducated moron because of their choice of words?
I can't follow this shitty storyline at all.
What does that say about the general acceptance of profanity? Shouldn't we have grown past bashing people based on their race, gender, or religious preferences? If we did that, blasphemy would no longer be an issue when it comes to certain words.
Shit!
What's even harder to determine about these unmentionable words is how they are used in context. Their meanings can range from offensive to sexual to even meaning absolutely nothing.
Holy shit! Did you see that shit?
What kind of shit is this?
In some motion pictures in the early 80s, it was fine to slip a little fuck in every once in a while. One such instance was the PG-rated film Beetlejuice.
Nice fucking model!
His use of the F-bomb not only helps to express his frustration, but makes the scene even more hilarious. It seems that nowadays F-bombs can drop into PG-13 movies as long as they don't mean to fornicate.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm pretty sure you can get that in a PG-13 movie without it getting an R rating.
I guess that's largely because television is paid for by private industry and regulated by the government. So, you know, you think of what those two groups are doing, even to each other, you know. And, so you can imagine what they did to radio and television, right? They turned it into a billboard, and it belongs to the Brillo and Biscuit folks. And that's all it'll ever be. And so as a result, they want to restrict your language some of the time.
For generations, George Carlin spoke out about the way people perceive words.
They're just words that we can say all the time.
In Carlin's 1977 stand-up special, On Location, he mentions a group of words that you can't say all the time.
All I could think of was shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits, man.
His 7 words you can't say on television has sparked more debates than any other.
Yes, twat doesn't have any other meanings. It's not like prick. Prick, you can say prick on television. If it happens to your finger, it's all right. You can prick your finger, just don't finger your prick, that's all.
Just hearing those words and relating them to what people consider taboo can leave many impressions from negative to positive. But what about the use of a word that makes it meaningless, such as happening as a reaction? When fuck applies to an exclamation, say when you stub your toe or mash your finger, it becomes just another way of saying ouch.
Yes, but only in the figurative noun form or the adjective form.
Let's go back to the beginning and understand that words don't shoot people, they don't fight, they don't get mad, they don't discriminate, belittle, attack, or do anything to people. It is the people who take the words as a threat that cause the negative reaction.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
What I want you to do is picture a world where these words don't cause harm because people don't take them seriously. A world where there is no censorship of simple words. Would we then proceed to label these words as bad if we hear them every day? Should we have evolved enough to stop censoring words and just worry about the actions of the world around us? It reminds me of the movie Demolition Man. In the movie, Sylvester Stallone wakes up to what he thinks is a perfect world. Humans have evolved enough to stop pollution, and everyone looks like they have come together. But if you look deeper, this perfect world isn't so perfect. People no longer have rights.
Smoking is not good for you. It has been deemed that anything not good for you is bad, hence illegal. Alcohol, caffeine, contact sports, meat.
Are you shitting me?
So why couldn't we as humans save the earth and come together without worrying about cuss words?
Thanks a lot, you shit brain.
You are fined John's Fund. You are John's Fund. You are John's Fund. You are fined 5 minutes for repeated violations of the verbal morality statute.
If you're an American, you might be thinking, what about the First Amendment? Doesn't that give me freedom of speech? The tricky part is those words are considered offensive by a lot of people.
We believe in free speech and all that, but making a few words taboo just adds to the fun of English. So please, everyone, from now on, you've got to try and watch your language.
But as long as they're not fighting words, true threats, or an incitement to lawless action, you should be okay. If these words were more commonplace, would we even be having this argument?
You gotta say them to find out what they are, man. Shit! Oh, fuck!
If people didn't get angry or offended by these words, then we would truly be protected by the First Amendment.
You can say I have to poop and shit, or oh shit, I have to poop, but not I have to shit. Are we all clear?
No.
Look, it's all about context.
But when it comes to schools, media, and the workplace, the government does have the right to regulate your speech. As children, these taboo words would make us laugh and giggle because it wasn't supposed to be said around us.
When you're a kid, you can't say them at all.
Over time, some of us never really grew out of that phase, and rather than seeing a shock value, there's more of a hilarity to it.
So all I'm saying, I guess, really is that fuck you is a positive phrase.
What's interesting is that people like George Carlin aren't labeled as having a small vocabulary or deemed unintelligent for their use of language. They show that these words aren't taken seriously and that they can actually entertain people.
Well, anyway.
Now take away the vulgarity and profanity from these people. And look at George Carlin. He was not only the first host of Saturday Night Live, but he even played Mr. Conductor for close to 8 years on Shining Time Station.
As Mr. Conductor's double, I think it's time to start some trouble. Fuck you!
I feel like you just have to have the respect around certain people, and although it isn't required, we should at least respect the people around us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're right.
So the next time you feel offended, angry, or mad over someone using profanity, just think about a world where words are just words, because words aren't the weapons. They're just simply words.
Thanks for being here tonight and being part of this. I hope we all get to see it. I love you. Fuck you. See you later. Bye-bye now.